Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to be looking at something pretty fascinating in the world of K-pop.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically, BTS's song Winterhead.
Okay.
We have this really interesting article from Star News. It's a Korean entertainment site.
Right.
And this article is from February 18th, 2025. And let me tell you, this song, it's more than just like a catchy tune. Like, we're really going to unpack just how massive this hit really is.
What fascinates me is that we often hear about K-pop's global reach, right?
Right.
But Winter Ahead provides concrete data to back it up. This isn't just anecdotal. We're talking 190 million streams on Spotify alone.
190 million. Wow. Can you even picture that many people listening to the same song?
It's wild.
That's like a stadium full of fans every day for, well, a very long time.
Yeah.
It really makes you wonder, what is it about this particular song, a collaboration with Park that's connecting with so many listeners worldwide?
Yeah, I think the collaboration itself is a huge factor. Park Hyushin, a powerhouse in the Korean ballad scene.
Right.
He brings a different flavor. To V is already very diverse musical style.
Oh, that's true. And they each have their own dedicated fan bases. But Winter Ahead seems to have attracted an even wider audience.
For sure.
That's so true. And it's not just about the initial hype. You know, the article mentions that it spent 79 days
Wow.
on the global Spotify chart and a significant time on the European Apple Music Daily Song Chart. The staying power like that. Tell us something unique about the song's appeal. I mean, it's one thing to debut high, but to hold those spots for so long, it's a whole other level of success.
It definitely does. Think about how those charts reflect what people are actually listening to day after day?
Right.
Winter Ahead clearly resonated with a global audience.
Right.
And kept them coming back for more. It's not just a passing trend.
Exactly. Speaking of global, this song even landed on the UK official singles chart, debuting at number 86.
Really?
It really seems like Winter Ahead transcended K-pop itself and just became a hit song, period.
Absolutely. And that's something we're seeing more and more as K-pop's influence grows. Artists like V aren't just finding success within the K-pop sphere. They're breaking into mainstream charts worldwide.
Right.
It's fascinating to see how those lines are blurring.
Yeah. And speaking of breaking into mainstream, this song made a splash on Billboard, which, as our listeners probably know, is like the holy grail of music charts, particularly here in the U.S.
For sure.
Winter Ahead debuted at number 99 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Wow.
That's no small feat, especially for a song sung primarily in Korean.
Yeah, you're right. That is significant. The Hot 100 is incredibly competitive, taking into account sales streams and radio play across all genres. For Winter Ahead to crack that list speaks volumes about its crossover appeal,
Right.
reaching listeners beyond the dedicated K-pop fandom.
It really does make you wonder, what propelled this song to that level of success? Was it the timing of its release, clever marketing, or maybe it just tapped into a universal feeling that resonated across cultures?
Those are all great questions. It's probably a combination of factors, but one thing that jumps out at me is the emotional depth of the song. It has this melancholic yet hopeful feel that seems to connect with people on a personal level, regardless of language or background.
Yeah. And we can't forget about the critical acclaim. Billboard featured Winter Ahead in their 27 best winter songs for the season list.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think those kinds of accolades impact a song's popularity, or is it more about reflecting what's already happening on the charts?
I think it's a bit of both. Recognition from a respected publication like Billboard can certainly bring a song to a wider audience, but it also adds a layer of prestige and credibility. It's like a stamp of approval from the music industry, which can influence how listeners perceive the song.
And it's not just any list. Billboard named it number 1
Wow.
on their fan favorite songs of 2024. That's huge.
That's right.
It seems fans worldwide agree on this one.
It's a powerful testament to the connection V has with his fans. Their votes propelled Winter Ahead to the top of that list, demonstrating a level of engagement and enthusiasm that's characteristic of K-pop fandoms.
And speaking of Billboard and fans, this article highlights something really fascinating. Apparently, V has a history of success on the Billboard Holiday Digital Song Sales chart.
Okay.
Remember his 2021 song, Christmas Tree?
Oh, absolutely.
That charted too.
Christmas Tree was a massive hit, topping the Holiday Digital Song Sales chart and even entering the Billboard Hot 100. It's a testament to V's versatility as an artist, showcasing his ability to create music that resonates across genres and occasions.
And get this, his collaboration with Bing Crosby on White Christmas also made it onto that chart.
Wow.
That's a pretty wild mix of musical generations right there. It seems V's not just a K-pop star, he's becoming a holiday music icon.
It's an interesting observation. To have a K-pop artist consistently charting on a holiday-specific chart, traditionally dominated by Western artists, really speaks to the changing landscape of the music industry.
Yeah.
It's becoming increasingly globalized, and artists like V are at the forefront of that shift.
And to top it off, all 3 of his holiday songs reached #1
Wow.
on the holiday digital song sales chart. It's a unique achievement for a K-pop artist, demonstrating a level of crossover appeal that's quite remarkable. But wait, before we crown V the holiday king, let's circle back to Winter Ahead.
Okay.
And that amazing quote from Billboard about the song's sound. Would you mind reading that for us?
Of course. Billboard described the harmony between V and Park Hye-ocean as feeling like fresh snowflakes. Isn't that a beautiful image?
It is. It really captures the song's delicate and ethereal quality. I can almost feel the snowflakes falling as I listen to their voices blend. It makes you wonder, how do music critics capture the essence of a song using such evocative language?
It's an art form in itself. Music critics have to go beyond simply describing the technical aspects of a song. They have to evoke emotions, imagery, and create an experience for the reader.
Right.
It's like painting a picture with words, helping listeners connect with the music on a deeper level.
Speaking of connecting on a deeper level, I'd love to delve a bit more into the collaboration itself. What can you tell us about Park Hye-shin's musical style?
Okay, Park Hye-shin is renowned for his powerful vocals and his ability to convey raw emotion through his music. He's often compared to legendary vocalists like Celine Dion and Whitney Houston.
Wow.
His style leans more towards ballads and theatrical performances, which, on the surface, might seem quite different from V's K-pop background.
That's what makes this collaboration so intriguing. You have these 2 distinct musical styles coming together, and yet it works so well. What do you think is the secret ingredient that makes their voices blend so beautifully on Winter Ahead?
I think it comes down to a shared passion for storytelling through music. Both V and Park Hye-shin have this ability to convey vulnerability and emotion through their voices. And that shared sensibility shines through in Winter Ahead, like their voices are having a conversation, weaving a tale of longing and hope.
It's true. You can feel the emotion in every note. And speaking of emotion, I'm curious to hear your perspective on the overall impact of Winter Ahead on listeners.
Okay.
We've talked about chart positions and critical acclaim, but what about the personal connection people are forming with this song? I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
It's a great point. Ultimately, music's power lies in its ability to connect with us on an emotional level. And Winter Ahead seems to have tapped into something universal, a longing for connection, comfort, and a sense of hope during those quiet winter months.
Yeah, it's interesting you say that because I've seen a lot of fan comments online talk about how Winter Ahead makes them feel less alone, especially during the holidays.
That's so true. Music has this incredible power to create a sense of community. Even if you're listening by yourself, and with K-pop, that feeling of belonging is amplified by the passionate fandom that surrounds it.
Speaking of K-pop fandom, I'm always amazed by how dedicated and involved fans are, going beyond just listening to the music. They translate lyrics, create fan art, organize events.
Right.
It's like a global movement. Do you think that level of engagement contributes to the success of songs like Winter Ahead?
Absolutely. K-pop fans are incredibly active in promoting their favorite artists and songs. They're a driving force behind K-pop's global reach, spreading the music through social media, word of mouth, and even by introducing it to their friends and family.
It's like they're part of a massive team effort, working together to get the music heard, and Winter Ahead seems to have benefited from that collective passion.
I think so too. It's a testament to the power of collaboration, not just between artists like V and Park Hye-shin, but also between the artist and their fans.
Right.
There's this synergy that fuels the music's success.
It's pretty incredible when you think about it. A song created in Korea can resonate with millions of people worldwide, bringing them together through a shared love of music. Winter Ahead is a perfect example of how music can transcend borders and create connections that go beyond language and culture.
And it's not just limited to K-pop. We're seeing this phenomenon across different genres as music becomes increasingly globalized and accessible through streaming platforms. Artists from all over the world are finding their audiences, connecting with fans who might never have discovered their music otherwise.
It's like we're entering a new era of music, where geographical boundaries are becoming less and less relevant. It's exciting to think about what the future holds.
It is. Who knows what incredible collaborations and global hits are waiting to be discovered. Music has this amazing ability to surprise us, challenge our expectations, and bring us together in unexpected ways.
Well said. And that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the success of Winter Ahead. We've explored its chart performance, the collaboration between V and Park Hye-shin, the power of K-pop fandom, and the song's emotional impact on listeners.
It's been a fascinating journey, and I hope our listeners have gained a deeper appreciation for Winter Ahead and the broader trends shaping the global music landscape.
We've certainly uncovered more than just a catchy tune. And now before we go, we'd like to leave you with a question to ponder. We've talked a lot about how Winter Ahead has connected with people worldwide. What songs have resonated with you on a personal level? What music makes you feel less alone, inspires you, or simply brings you joy? We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.